Hello there everybody, my name is Dash and you may know me as the creator of Disharmony. This is going to be a little devlog series where I go through and show the process of creating the game. They are most likely going to be semi-regular as I'm probably not going to be able to upload once a week, but maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because I was inspired by other creators who made their own games that logged their games' development on YouTube. The two bigger influences being Thin Matrix, the creator of Equilinox, and the 8-Bit Guy, the creator of Planet X2 and Planet X3. I always thought those were fun to watch, so I thought I'd make something similar myself. Before we start, I should mention that a link to the game's Kickstarter is in the description of this video, and as of now, it has not reached its goal, so if you want to support the game while the Kickstarter is still up, then make haste as we only have about half of the time remaining. Thank you very much. Now, since this is the first video, it's going to be a little more vloggy and a little less devy. I'm basically going to show my process, or my typical day as a game developer, if you will. My setup isn't anything too fancy. I can't afford a monitor, so I'm using my wall-mounted telly. Today I'm going to try to implement a few things. First of all, I'm going to make it so that you gain a solo after beating the first boss. Solos are basically going to be the game's equivalent of magic. If you have SP or shredding points, you can use them basically as you would with spells in games like Final Fantasy. Currently there are no solos in the game, and my plan is to make it so that after beating each boss, you get a new solo as a reward. I'm also going to work on a few maps from later on in the game. All the maps for the demo are basically done, so I'm going to be working on some of the lighter parts. I won't have too much to show of this, so let's talk about some of the other stuff. Now, of course, there are a few external things I suggest doing that aren't directly related to development. First of all, the best thing you can do to prepare for something like this is to pet a cat if one is available. I have my little Luna here, so I'm going to pet her as much as possible before starting. Then I'll start typing away, programming some stuff, and draw some tiles on the map I'm working on. Of course, this takes a while to do. Game development is a lengthy process. That goes for basically anything, which of course makes it quite tiring. Because of this, I often have to take short breaks, usually in the form of walks where I go out and listen to some music. Music helps to calm the mind and, of course, serves as inspiration, especially for a game like this. Once I get back, I simply keep working till whatever goal I set up is complete. I regularly test the game to make sure I didn't mess up anything in the code, to make sure everything's compatible, etc. And of course make sure to back the game up. There was an incident not too long ago where I had to restore Windows, which resulted in me losing some of the more recent files, including the most recent version of the game. Of course, this is from before the Kickstarter, so nothing major has happened since then, but that moment made me quite paranoid. So now I have online backups as well as a few backups on a USB flash drive, just to be sure. But as I mentioned, I'm also working on the game's Kickstarter, which of course means I have to monitor that in some way. And instead of making things messy and having Google Chrome up in the background while I'm programming or whatever, I make sure to have a laptop nearby where all the information I might need is stored. I have the game's analytics up, both the itch page with the demo and of course the Kickstarter itself. I have all the backer info up and basically anything else I might need, including of course the dev team's email. And on that note, if you want to email us about something, then feel free to send an email to boot-catstudio@gmail.com. Boot-catstudio being one word. As of recording this, we've hit 37% of our goal, and while we only have about half the time left, I'm not too worried as we have a lot of project followers who could potentially pledge in the future. Still, I have to make sure to advertise the game as well as I can, although affording professional advertisements isn't really an option for me at the moment. Therefore I try to promote it on Facebook and Reddit and wherever else. And there we go, I've made some progress to the game. I haven't actually been working on it for a few days as I've been very busy with the Kickstarter, but now that things are sort of slowing down a bit, I have time to keep working on the game again. As I said, I will be posting more of these videos later on, most likely with more progress than just adding a solo and working on a map. Hopefully this video has been somewhat interesting, I hope you enjoyed it, and with that said, goodbye, take care, and of course, have a good day.